Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yinka. If you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome back. If you are new on my channel, you're welcome as well. Today I'll be teaching us how to make Iro and Buba. This is a standard Iro and Buba, and if this is what you like to learn, you can just come on and let's dive into the tutorial. Please subscribe, like and share my page. Please, I want you to like my page so that the algorithm can go up and it will encourage me to do more so that other people can see my videos. Please like. Thank you. So the first thing I'll be doing is this is a small Ankara actually, so it's not even up to 6 yards. It's not even up to 5 yards actually. It's not up to 5.5 yards. It's the smallest Ankara. So it's only the big Ankara that you get up to 6 yards. So this is the smallest Ankara and I have 5.5 yards here. So I'll be cutting 2 yards and 20 inches for the wrapper, because it's an adult that want the wrapper and it's a standard Yoruba attire wrapper. So I've set aside my 2 yards and 10 and 20 inches, and what I'll be doing now is to cut my buba. I have my fabric on a fold of 4, and my hip measurement, I'll be cutting with my hip measurement. The hip measurement I'm working with is 11 inches. That is 44 inches divided by 4, which gives me 11 inches. 11 inches plus 2, then I have 13 inches, 2 inches for ease. Then I have 13 inches plus 1 inch for sewing allowance, and I have 14 inches. So I'll be cutting my fabric on the fold of 14 inches. So the length is 26 inches, and that is what I'll be cutting now. So I've cut it out, and this is what we have. So the length of my neck, the neck depth is 4 inches, but I'll be cutting 3 3/4 inches. So by the time I turn it in with the bias, it will end up at 4 inches. I hope you understand. So I'll be cutting 3 3/4 on both the depth and the width of my neck. So I'll be ending up having 4x4 by the time I'm done turning it in. So this is what I'm doing. I hope you know how to fold this fabric. Is on a fold. There is no cut by the shoulder at all. It's on fold. Just you're going to fold this straight on a fold of 4. No joining by the shoulder, just going to be on fold just that way. And the part I'm cutting my neck is actually on fold too. So the only opening part now is on the side where the armhole is going to be. I hope you understand. So I'm measuring my armhole now, and the armhole I'm working with is 10.5 inches. I have 10.5 inches there marked there. So I'll be notching that area now so that I will be able to get the point when I'm ready to fix my sleeve. So I've notched the area now, and the next thing I'll be doing now is to cut out my neck. I'll be cutting out the neck now. So after cutting out the neck, the sleeve I'm working with is 15.5. The length of the sleeve is 15.5. So plus 1 inch for sewing allowance, I have 16.5. Then I'll be turning it in. With 3 inches. The hem of the sleeve of a buba is standard 3 inches, so I have 19.5 altogether. So the length of the sleeve that I have here is, the length of my sleeve is 10.5 plus 1 inch, which is 11.5. So I'll be cutting 16 inches as the width and 12 inches as the length. 11.5 inches as the length, and I'll be joining 3 inches later. So there's something that the Yoruba called alakun, and this is what we have here now. So I'll be joining the alakun is just to make the wrapper longer than the 45 inches Ankara length that we used to have. So I'll be joining it now because this outfit belongs to an elderly woman, and so that's how they want it. So I'll be joining. I have 2 yards and 20 inches on my wrapper, so I'll be joining another fabric to make it longer. So I'll be having another 2 years and 20 inches now. So the Ankara that I have here is not up to it, so I have to cut it on fold, then cut it. So by the time I join it now, it's going to be up to 2 yards and 20 inches. I hope you understand what I mean. So I'll be joining it in the middle just here. I'll be joining it in the middle here with half inch. I'll be joining it 1 inch. I added 1 inch allowance, and I'll be joining it 1 inch because I'm still going to be folding it in by half inch. So I have 1 inch allowance here. Please join in it 1 inch allowance so that I can fold it in. You see what I'm talking about. Please ensure that you have 1 inch there to join in. So this is when I was done joining. You can see what I'm talking about. So I'm still going to fold it in like this with half inch. So if you join it with half inch there, you might not be able to fold it in. You will not have enough fabric to fold it in, and it will not look neat. So this is how you fold it in, and you're going to do the same thing to the other side, just this way, and I'll be back. So this is when I'm done joining it, and I have to, when I'm done folding it, so I have to join it to my wrapper now, to the edge of the wrapper. This is what they call alakunke. It's going to be up. So you can have alakun sale and alakun arin. It can be middle and anywhere. So this is when I'm done, and I have to pipe in the inside just the way I did for the middle of the alakun to have a neat finishing. So what I'll be doing now is by the side here, I'm going to be folding in 2 inches because we don't fold with half inch or 1 inch like normal dress or whatever. So I'm going to be folding it with 2 inches now, then I'll fold in again with half inch, so I'll be left with 1.5. I hope you understand. Please, if there is anything you do not understand, please ask me in the comment section. I'll be there and I'll be willing to respond. So I'll be folding it to half, and I'll have 1.5 inch left, just this way. So the next thing I'll be doing now is I'm done with it. So I'm back to my sleeve now, and I told you that what we had there was 16.5 inches by width and 11.5 inches by the length. So I'm going to be joining the 3 inches I'm going to use to fold in my sleeve, because I'm going to fold in by 3 inches. So that is why I have just cut out this strap now, this fabric, sorry. So I'm cutting it out, and it is on 3.5 inches because I'm going to use half to fold it in. So I have 3 inches that I'm going to use to fold. I'm going to use half inch to join it, so that I'm going to have my 3 inches to fold it in. I hope you understand. So it's already on the same length, and I had 2 pieces for the second part of my sleeve as well. So because I'm going to be joining it, I'm going to be folding it in. It's not going to be obvious that I joined it at that part. You can do this if you have the same issue that I'm having, because I have a short fabric. My fabric is not enough. That's why I'm doing this. But if you have enough fabric, you can just cut it straight. Your 16.5 plus the 3 inches you're going to use to fold, just cut it straight on your fabric. I hope you understand. So I'll be joining it now. Just joining it together now. You can notch it in the middle part if you wish, and if not, you can just join it and make sure that it matches the edge, that they are both matching at the edge. So I'll be doing the same thing on the second part of my sleeve now, and I'll be back. So this is when I'm done now, and you can see what we have. I've folded in the 3 inches now. So you can see that it's not even obvious that I have a joining at the edge there. So it's going to be just fold it in and iron it. It's just for somebody that have a short fabric just like me. If you don't have it, you can cut it straight, please. So the next thing I'll be doing now is just to fold in the edge of my, I don't like to fold in the Ankara or whatever. So I'll be using bias. So please make sure your bias is on fold at the edge before you start stitching it, before you start fixing it on the neck. Make sure it's on full so you can have a neat finishing by that side. So I'm done fixing the bias on the neck of the neck, sorry. Now, and you can see how it looks like. So I'm going to be hemming it out. I don't like to join it on the folded parts like that. I don't like to join it. I don't like the finishing. So I'm going to be hemming it. And you see what I have when I'm done hemming. I'll show you what I have when I'm done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come back to the side. So after marking my, remember we cut the 10.5 inches and we have a notch right there. So I'm going to be running a stitch now, a 1 inch allowance stitch from that part to the edge, to that point. I'm going to have a slit on this side, 3 inches slit plus 1 inch allowance, making 4 inches. So I'm going to, this part that I'm marking now is where the stitch is going to end. Then I'm going to have a slit of 3 inches. I hope you understand. So I'm going to run a stitch of 1 inch from the part that I notch down to that part that I marked where the slit is going to be starting from. And I'm going to do the same thing on the second side, just like this, and I'll be back. So this is after I'm done. Now I'm done, and you can see the slit now is looking nice and looking neat. I hope you know how to make the slit. So this is the slit by the side, just a 3 inches slit after folding my hem. And I'll be going back to the sleeve now to fix it in. Now the sleeve, what I have there is 10.5 inches, and the same thing is what I have at the depth of my. So I'm marking 10.5 now, and I have a 1 inch allowance there. So I'll be running a stitch through now. Then I'm going to mark it now, my 10.5, so that it's going to be exactly the same measurement with my. This is the armhole. It's going to be the same measurement with the armhole of my clothes, of the body. And I'm going to run a stitch through just this way. Then I'll fix in the sleeve on the body. So you can fix it anyhow you think is convenient for you. However you think is convenient, but there are different methods to stitching, so you can fix it however you think is convenient for you. So this is after I'm done stitching, and you can see the outcome is looking neat and nice, and this is what we have. So you can see how neat it's looking, and stitched it, and this is the outcome, and it's looking all nice and pretty. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to hem my neck. I'm going to hem the neck now. So this is my head tie. The fabric is really, really short, and normally I'm supposed to have a 1 full yard of a tie left, but this is what I have left because it's a small Ankara. Please ensure that you understand this, and make sure that you are well, like you are aware that the Ankara is not going to be enough. Yeah, it has to depend on the size of your client. So if your client is going to be using a bigger measurement, so she should be able to give you a big Ankara so that you can have enough to work with. So this is the hem after I'm done hemming it, and you can see how neat it looks, looking neat and nice. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.